here we are.
Nobody's here yet. We're early.
We are early.
We just didn't want to wait.
Yeah, we are very excited.
So now we know how you guys feel when you're waiting for us.
Yes. All right. Here we go, Vera. We got to get out of our quicksand.
I'm out.
Yes, and that's
I'm
why. Yes. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it is.
It's just amazing. Happy days to be out.
Happy days are here
Amen.
again.
Sister Eric.
Andrea.
Wow, that was like double
You
cokes.
owe me a
Double
Coke.
cokes. All right, guys. Well, we're
Chrissy
so
goes, "You
happy.
can have mine."
You're here. Yeah. We are so happy you're here today.
Yes. God, you guys are early too.
Yeah. That's awesome. And
Laura
Nana.
said hi too. Laura's saying hi.
Nana, Sirius, Lisa, Sharon.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, we're very early today,
Yeah.
but we have a lot to share.
We do?
Yeah, there's a lot in the air. It's a rhyming day.
You're a poet and didn't know it.
Yeah, there is. It's like amazing how things are so synchronistic.
Yes.
Because I mean,
It is.
Isn't it amazing?
Especially now.
Yeah, I mean, so many people and questions coming in this week, and so much that's happening in our lives that we need to release. And then we get this message this morning. It's the message of the day.
And
that
it's
we're
it's not the one we usually use, but it's Moonology. And it's Yasmin Boland. I love that book.
Yeah.
And that's the calendar.
Yes, and it says
My Roxy.
Roxanne, little flowers. I always picture flowers
Yeah,
around
yeah. She always
Roxanne
puts them on.
at her feet. And the message today is that today brings the dark moon. Ooh. It's time to release what no longer serves you
Boy, we've been doing that all month.
and to soothe and
Oh,
heal
it's only the 9th.
and make space for something wonderful and new in your life as the new moon beckons.
Ooh.
Wow. Hello, Elaine. It's kind of exciting because I think for all of us, we can relate to having something in our life that we want to release. Yeah. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a habit. It could be a way of thinking. It could be a situation or a person. It could be, many different things.
Yes. Jobs.
Yeah. Lifestyle, whatever. Different
Health.
types of things. Yeah, exactly. And so I really like that message for us today.
Hi, Spiritual Disco.
And
Hello,
Zeri.
Mr. Zeri.
I always picture like one of those disco balls going around when I spiritual disco. It's cute. All right.
Don't ever put stevia in your what?
Thank you,
Americano.
Andrea, for the super chat question.
Oh.
All right, maybe I'll write this question down. She's saying, do I have a past life with Tom
Well,
Holland?
we'll do those at the end
All
if
right.
you don't mind.
Yes, I'm going to write it down right now.
Andrea.
Okay. I'll put it on the back.
Andrea, I am.
All right. Andrea, I am. Okay.
I feel like I've answered this one before.
Really?
Or maybe it's deja vu.
Yeah, there was, I remember you talking about, we talked about
somebody had
Tom Holland's
asked,
past life,
yeah.
and somebody did bring up
Yeah.
having a past life with him or not.
Yeah, but okay, I'll talk about it.
There's like little steam coming
Yeah.
off of here. All right, did I have? Okay, past life. You can literally hear the wheels working over here. Yes, with Tom Holland. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we have a lot in store today. Hi, Allie. And I think a lot of us can relate to the quicksand situation.
Right, that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Yes.
Stuck in quicksand.
Yeah. And of course, all of the, past life answers and spiritual art that we share is you can find on our website.
Right.
So Vera's specialty is her psychic ability and amazing past life information that affects you in this life too. It's amazing how much it carries over. Sometimes we're carrying it, sometimes it starts to bleed through and it can affect us in our life. So it's great to have that understanding and those answers. And then, of course, from the amazing descriptions that Vera has given me, I've been able to create this beautiful art of angels. And this is Angus, Vera's master teacher on the other side. So you can find all our art there too. It's my specialty. Yeah. All right. So, Vera, are you ready to start throwing in some flotation devices to the quicksand?
We're boring, Laura. She's yawning over here.
All right. Well, so we wanted to talk about, because there are different people that we know of, as well as situations that we can see of being in quicksand. And what is quicksand?
A desert period.
Yeah. And
Anything that you sink, you can even sink in sand right by the beach, right? How you sink. So I saw this one lady couldn't get out.
In the sand on the beach?
On the beach.
Really?
Yeah, because she let it go to like mid-calf.
Oh.
And she couldn't get out by herself.
Oh my God.
Because she thought it was cool that she was sinking.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Kind of want to try that.
You experience.
Don't try that at home. We're just kidding. Aw, yeah, he's a good buddy.
He is.
Oh, well, anyways, and so quicksand can also be a way of thinking. Mm-hmm. It can be like we talked about last weekend, like a relationship that we're in where we might lose ourselves, or a situation that's just going nowhere for us, and we're just going around and around like a work situation. But that one that has to do with a way of thinking can really, really get us stuck.
Yes.
And affect different aspects of our life. And so...
Well, hello from the Netherlands. Welcome, welcome.
It's just fascinating how much sometimes what we've been through in the past can affect us going forward. Mm-hmm. And that's what, we're talking about. I mean, this message from today with our new moon is perfect for needing to release that. Because sometimes if we have been so rejected in our life, we might reject people or situations or success or healing.
Before they reject us.
Right. And
then,
they
might never have rejected us, but we already did it.
Yeah, exactly. There's other situations that we know of where, like, say, we might think that something bad is going to happen. Like it's going to happen. Yeah. Instead of expecting the positive, we're expecting the negative.
And then a lot of times we isolate ourselves because we're so depressed or despondent that we just don't think about reaching out or don't want to reach out. And that's when you really need to reach out.
Right.
We cannot, two heads are better than one, I always say.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura.
She's playing. She's so cute. But yeah, and
she's releasing all of her beads.
And we can really feel trapped in this. And it's like it can be a repeating type of a cycle. And it's also kind of thing like sometimes talk about expecting the bad. Sometimes people think they're cursed.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a teenager, I thought I was cursed in relationships.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did. I thought I was cursed.
Oh. I've never believed in curses.
When I was
little.
Yeah, when I was like 16, 17, whatever it was, 18. I don't know what it was. It was something like that. And I thought, well, maybe, because I was like, really? Again,
Yeah.
But that's kind of an example of expecting the bad to happen because it's been back here.
Yeah.
We think it's going to be up here.
And if any of you have ever been in a desert period, or we call it like the quicksand, let us know and how you got out of it maybe. Or if you need help getting out.
We'd love to hear.
Yeah.
So feeling trapped. And what are some of the ways that we get into quicksand?
Well, I'm looking at Roxanne's question.
Some of the ways I think a lot of us can relate to getting into it is from what we've been through. And it can be negative programming of people saying, or like a parent or what have you, saying, like negative programming
Right.
is something that we absorb that's not good for us, and we expect it. Like, a certain type of illness runs in the family, and then we're
Yes.
like, oh my God, I'm gonna get it. It's just an example. Or when we are like, let's say we have an affliction or some type of illness, and we just, instead of putting our energy into the healing side of it, we're putting all our energy into the pain side of it, the suffering side of it, and kind of staying in this looping,
Exactly.
stuck, trapped.
Yeah.
Also cell memory
Yeah.
can be another way that we can get stuck in quicksand.
Yeah. It's like we've been down that road before and it's like, oh no, here it goes again. And I can't get out of it. Where you're giving yourself another chance to learn that lesson so you can move forward.
Yes. That's, exactly what we talked about last
Yeah.
week with toxic relationships.
But Lisa, it's like, if it's a quiet kind of cycle, that doesn't mean you're in a quicksand situation. That's one that you just really can't get out of. You're just stuck and you just keep saying the same things over and over to yourself. And the quiet time is for, what would you call it? Retrospection, to where you want to look
Yes.
back at and see what it is that you need to change in your life, or you just need to be quiet for messages to come in. So it's a kind of a little bit different.
And, it's really interesting because when we're in the quicksand, it's an opportunity for us to learn a lesson. That's why we're in it.
Exactly.
If we're in it, that's because there's a lesson there that we haven't gotten yet.
Yeah.
And the same with the desert period. A desert period is where,
It's the same thing.
yeah, exactly. And so that's where the lesson is that we need to get. That's how we
Because if you've ever
landed
walked
there.
in sand, it's harder to get through it.
Yeah, it's like, look at this person walking in
Yeah.
and sound like the lady on the beach.
Yeah,
And, like, and then we need help.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how can we get out of it? Well,
Yeah, how can we? What do you guys think?
yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts. And I would say that one of the key components at the core of us getting out of it is us.
Yeah.
We're the ones that has to choose because it's in that choice. It's like whenever we've gone through things, negative experiences, we can either become that, we can either completely focus on it, we can allow it to, I don't want to say take over our life, but to take hold of it to where it's going to affect me forever.
Yeah.
Or we can turn it around and we can focus on, it's going to be positive. Things are going to be better. I'm going to be healed. That kind of thing. What is serious Lisa saying?
Oh, yay. Okay, we will do that. We're going to come visit her on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting because we have a life chart when we come into life, when we're on the other side, before we come into life, we write
Yeah.
our whole life chart, but we still have a choice
Exactly.
in our different experiences. And that's one of the amazing things that shows us how much power we have
Yeah.
to get out.
And sometimes it takes a little bit too because of all maybe trauma, and it takes us a minute to wait a minute, I can change it. But it sometimes it takes a little bit. That's why you need to really reach out and with somebody that you totally trust and know that there's not going to be any judgment of what you're going through.
Exactly. I think that's really important for us because a lot of times we do judge ourselves when we're in that situation.
Sometimes we're our worst enemy.
Exactly, right.
And that's no.
Yeah. And it's interesting because really it is just lessons. It's not, it's not something like Vera just said to judge ourselves on, but we feel like it is. We beat ourselves up over it sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing how strong that we are, that we did chart something like that, and it's our opportunity to get ourselves out.
Allie, I love you so much. And you are deserving of good things, because a lot of times we go through a lot in our childhood, in different aspects, but once we become an adult, I always use you as an example, because you could be a total biatch, the way that your father was. You know, you could have been the most negative person. You could just blame him for everything that's going on in your life and the way you were and all the relationships and everything. But you chose not to do that. And that's where your mom comes in. You know, at least you had a balance, kinda.
Right,
you know,
right.
but you got the love from your mama.
Exactly.
And that's what you chose to hook onto instead of the negative part.
Yes.
Because it was awful what you went through, Chrissy. You know, so, and I'm sure a lot of us have gone through stuff too, not just our little Chrissy, but therein is the choice. Once we're adults, we can choose. And sometimes we still have to go back and go, well, but they did this, and that's why I feel this way. And that just keeps you stuck.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
But you have to find that out, and you have to go at your own pace.
Right.
But if you let it go on too long, that's where you keep getting more stuck and more stuck and more stuck. You know, we're talking about that sister wives son.
Yeah.
You know, reaching out, just reaching out. But at that time, you're so despondent, you don't feel that you deserve anybody to help you.
Right.
So that's where all this, you know, I don't know, it's a gobbledygook of a bunch of stuff, but we're talking about stuff that, you know, that we can really help ourselves with, that we really have a choice. And sometimes people don't realize that. And also the responsibility that comes with that. You know, sometimes we don't want to, it's like, well, I don't want to let them go with what they did to me. And you don't have to. Give it to Asna to hold.
Right.
You know, until you can
right.
get through it. So it doesn't keep you bogged down.
Exactly. And that's amazing because it's
Mother God is who I'm talking about.
yeah, it's interesting because our choices can be even with our recovery, our healing, and
Yep.
yeah, it's like, you know, we don't want to become the criticism or the
Right.
anger or the hate or the judgment and that kind of thing. And it's so interesting because we can use it to even almost like an excuse to subconsciously, not consciously, to hold ourselves back from even healing or even success and happiness. And I remember because this is where I love the symbol of the flotation device because we were talking Vera and I about the quicksand, and if we're in the quicksand and I'm picturing this rope, you know, throw me the rope, and Vera goes, yes, I'll throw you a flotation device. I love that. It reminds me of a stewardess, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the flotation device for me, a great example is like, say, a message that you resonate to, and for me, it's the messages that you've given me and that Angus has given me through you. I remember him saying, it was years ago, and he said that I was hiding because I was going through this really dark time up here, and it was this post-traumatic stress time that was lasting for a number of years that I was trying to work through this stuff, and I couldn't believe it because that's the one thing I wanted more than anything was healing with the way I was thinking because it was just seemed so dark. It was just awful. And he said that I was hiding, or I was like, basically I was holding myself back from, and I couldn't understand that because, I mean, I hear the words, but I'm like, how can that be when that's what I wanted more than anything?
Yeah.
So it's amazing because it's like, here's this flotation device because we still have to be the one to choose to move forward and make something work for us. Like, say, in this case, a message, something you resonate to. It could be a quote or something. You can use that to pull yourself out of that quicksand in whatever way that you're stuck in. And for me, it was understanding that it was almost like if I was staying in that, I was being affected, that what I wasn't going to have to go out and put myself out there and get hurt. And, you know, because sometimes when you put yourself completely out there to gain success, you also you can get hurt and, you know.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, being vulnerable and stuff. So
That's actually a gift. It just doesn't always feel good.
Yeah.
And we have to
exactly.
also remember that, as Lisa mentioned, we are warriors. It's no small feat to come down on this planet. You have to be a strong, strong soul. So trust that.
Right.
And go within and feel that energy that you have, that warrior energy.
Yeah. It's just, it's very interesting because, yeah, it just shows us how much power we do have. You know, sometimes
Because you had to dummy down. I mean, you said you didn't feel good enough, right?
Right.
I had to dummy down. Because if I didn't, I would get ridiculed for reading a book or ridiculed for knowing how to pronounce a word or what the word meant. I had to, because it was just too much, like, thrown at me, you know, like, who do you think you are kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because if somebody's saying that, then it's really their own insecurity.
Yeah, yeah.
Of not being smart enough or something.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But that's a good example of where it starts to come from. The sand starts to build up.
Yeah.
And then help. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I just thought that, you know, another example to me, I felt that, like, you know, like with the situation, because with a lot of times we get into them through relationships too, where, like the situation that happened with Will Smith, and it was at the Oscars, and he went up and slapped Chris Rock, because I mean, he was laughing at first at
Until he
this
saw her
joke,
face.
until he saw her face. And so for me, it was almost like, you know, the universe will throw things at us if we're not getting out of the quicksand. It gives us an
Because he
opportunity.
had a lot of time to think as he was walking up there,
Yeah,
you know?
right. Yes, and so yeah, it's sometimes it's almost like, even though the situation might seem negative. In other words, I'm comparing it to seeing her face. It might seem negative because he knows there's going to be this situation when he gets home to deal with, right?
Yeah, especially when he was
yeah.
laughing.
But it could be the universe is throwing us a flotation device in disguise. Like, you can get out of this relationship,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm not judging in any way because I myself.
Yeah, he has to figure that out.
Yeah, I was in quicksand too, and it was really interesting. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll just share another story. You want to hear another one?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to tell you all about it. I was in this relationship in LA, and yeah, this person was he was from a past life that I didn't know about until years later, and I didn't feel I was good enough then, and I didn't feel I was good enough now, and he was using me until finally.
Not now.
No, not now, but you know, I still wasn't grabbing the
Flotation
the
device.
flotation device. And anyway, I can just relate is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not judging Will. I'm just using it as an example that I've been in his same shoes and I can relate. And it makes me wonder if they had a past life together.
Oh, you know they did. I just don't want to talk about it right now.
Yeah. So interesting. Yeah. Oh, you're so cute. Well, you know, it's like that's what's so great about that we're here together.
Yeah.
We can be on this platform
That's
to
why
share.
we're here, to help each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
Learn our lessons and go home.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I could share a lot about that, but I think we'll just move into the next part of our discussion because that started in a past life in the Deep South. And I just wanted to say that because it's a very interesting example of how I didn't feel good enough then, I didn't feel good enough now, and then now I finally had the opportunity 10 years later.
Yeah.
We bumped into each other, and it was like, oh, heck no. I would say something else, so I want to get bleeped by YouTube. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah.
I don't use those words.
But that's why I wanted to show you Angus's...
How come this isn't on?
Oh, it's not on.
That's
it's
okay.
supposed to be on.
Pretend.
Yeah, here. Okay, Vera, you want to share?
Oh, no, it's just little bullet notes to help you keep this going. The self-awareness, the acceptance, then release it, Seek support from each other, from us, whatever. Seek help medically if you have to go to a professional, that would help as well. And then action. We have to keep moving. And that's basically it.
Yes. I love that. That's what I love what you do, Vera, because when you give us a message, you can really, really catapult us out.
Yeah.
Situations that we
When you said that, I
ultimately
could
want
see
to
him going,
release.
"Whoa!"
Yeah, a little superpower. All right. Do any of you have any situations or
That's like me, Allie.
experiences that you had that you felt like you were in quicksand and or what got you out?
Yeah.
We'd love to hear.
They've kind of been sharing though already.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like rewire your thinking to the positive, because I'm telling you guys, everything we think, our subconscious believes and then brings it to us. So if it's negative, and you keep thinking, well, it's always negative, well, rewire that thinking.
Exactly.
Meditate is one of the best ways, to do it and get through things and wait for messages, because they do come. They even come in clouds. Remember I had that one cloud that wrote out a word? I can't remember
Yes.
the word. Yeah.
That was amazing.
I know, that was awesome.
Wow, that's really
And
cool.
visualize yourself moving forward with gusto, with no repercussions. It's just go for it. And even if there will be challenges, because that's what we're here for, but be able to just go through it easily, easier than you would have with the negative thoughts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And with meditating, you can even do it throughout your day.
Yeah.
You can hold that visual in your mind. It's awesome because that helps to manifest it even more. What you want to have happen, what you want to be and become, what you want to create in your life as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, Vera, are you ready for Super Chat questions? Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you getting something? I see.
Yeah, just a little
Magic happening.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and read the first Super Chat question that came in this week.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm going to go ahead and read that. This is from Jessie. Mm-hmm. Okay. And Jessie, her question is about a big brown mark that she has on her forehead. And she was saying that it first appeared in May of 2022, and it's gotten bigger ever since. And it's at the top of her forehead, and it kind of comes down almost towards her right eyebrow. Mm-hmm. Yes. And she's saying, I'm not sure if there's a spiritual meaning behind it, health related, or both. And she also said, my family doctor thinks that it's just dermatitis or eczema and prescribed an ointment, but I don't think it's that. And she also said some people say that it looks like a bruise. So she's wondering.
Okay, so
About that.
at the age that you were when you first started getting that mark was when you were in the time where there was the Black Plague, and you were going around helping everybody, because you were kind of like the healer of the group, of the country, not country, what do you say, village. There you go.
Village.
Yeah. And so you got the plague as well. So you were kind of like, you were there to help everybody get through it, but then you had to go through it alone because there was no one for you, because the whole village was gone. She was the last one.
Wow.
You were the last one standing, so to speak, but you really weren't standing. So let's see, I got to read this again. Okay, so when they finally came, because I guess there was people that would come and see if people were dead and they'd take them out. Whenever they came for you, you were still alive, but you were barely hanging on. And
Wow.
so one of the men that were taking you felt pity. He really felt bad for you. So hit you on the head right there.
Oh,
and your
wow.
skull caved in. So that's the energy that you're getting from that age that you were now. And if you were especially feeling lonely during that time, because that's how you were feeling, like there was nobody here for me.
Oh.
So that's not how what you're going to have in this life, but you might be feeling that there's no one for me at that period in your this lifetime. But release that, let it go, because you weren't alone. That those people actually came and they helped you, even though it was brutal. But you were going to,
Wow.
he was just really took pity on you because you were such a good person.
Oh,
So that's what he did.
wow.
So just release that negativity from that life and learn that you're really never alone, right?
Right.
So
Wow.
yeah, and that's going to go away. It's actually going to go because all of our emotions come out physically, manifest physically. So that's why that popped out,
Wow.
and it will go away.
So then in this life, it might have been coming out when she was feeling alone. That makes sense.
Lonely, like will I ever find someone, kind of thing. Yeah.
That's a great example of cell memory.
Because even if you were
literally.
in a relationship then, you were still lonely.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
In this life.
Yes, in this life.
Wow.
In that past life, you didn't have time for that because you were helping so many people. So.
Oh, Chris Sharon's asking, will it go away on its own?
Yes.
All right. Well,
But if you want to put that ointment, whoever. what's her name? Jessie. If you want to put that ointment, that's not going to hurt anything. But it's going to go away once you realize that the negativity of it, learned it, let it go.
isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
It's so fascinating how our past lives.
Because we have to be friends with ourselves too.
Exactly. And fill ourselves up.
And your past lives what?
Oh, I was just saying, it's so fascinating how our past lives can affect us now.
Yeah.
And physically, whether it's marks that come out to remind us of certain things, or it's some memory from this, what happened before. It's so fascinating.
We're tough, strong people.
The understanding and answers from our past lives certainly help us in this lifetime.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
All right, next.
Interesting. Okay, next we have 2 super chat questions that came in this week from Spiritual Disco. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Could you please pull a tarot card for me for the new moon cycle starting tomorrow? Oh, very nice. Ooh, wow.
That's the Hierophant, spiritual teacher.
Wow.
And that is freedom, change, courage.
Wow.
Go with the God within. And I was telling Chrissy, there is this one, I can't remember the religion that it's from, but it was kind of like the mythology of it was somebody was talking to God and asking for help. And he said that he put it within us, within human beings, because we would never look there
Wow.
until we were strong enough to find it.
I love that.
So the God within. And then it's about truth, wisdom, personal development. And yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, the Hierophant. I love the freedom change. And that goes right into his next question. It's
Awesome.
so cool. I love this
Okay.
one.
His next question is, was there any spiritual significance in the black cat that I encountered last night in the backyard when I took out the trash?
Yes. And I wrote, Holy Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, yes. My grandmother used to say that. The fact that you were taking out the garbage was symbolic as well, because that's you releasing all the negativity that no longer serves you. You're letting it go, even though it was not conscious, it was subconscious. And that cat coming was not a coincidence. For me, black cats mean like 9 lives. I mean, they have 9 lives. I know all cats do, but it's like change is coming for you. It's your next life.
Wow.
Even though you're still in life. Your next part of your life is coming. So that was significant too, because you're releasing, and then that cat was telling you, it's a new phase of your life.
That's so
you know?
cool.
Yeah. And to me also, black cats, I know people think they're bad luck. To me, they're good luck. I love black cats. And then, and also some cultures believe that it's protection, black cats. But
Wow,
that
that's
also
neat.
is telling you that you have added a new animal totem to your collection. And that means that it's a panther.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's so
Black
cool.
Panther?
Yeah. And then the Black Panther, when it appears to you, it's time to take off the mask and live honestly and authentically. They are there for you when you need courage to stand alone.
Wow.
See, Laura agrees.
And she's a kitty, so she
There
should
you
know.
go. So that was awesome. Those were
Wow.
awesome, and they go together. It's just perfect.
Wow.
You know, the card and the...
That is
that's
amazing.
Freedom, change, all that good stuff. For the new moon.
Wow.
And then the
That's
last
really
one
cool.
is Andrea. Did you
Yes.
have a life with Tom Holland? Yes, you did.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did. But it was not in a romantic way. I don't pick that up. It was more like a sister energy that you
Oh,
were
wow.
around. And Zendaya was in that life too.
Oh,
because she was with
really?
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's so neat. Wow, that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's very exciting to know.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and if you have ever any questions that you would like to know, you can always ask Vera in our Super Chat Live. And if you would like more detailed information, because our Super Chat is more
Quick.
quick. And if you want more information about that lifetime or what have you, or what's coming in the future, then you can go to our website and always have a reading or a letter question or what have you with Vera. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool. Yes.
We agree, Laura.
Very cute.
She's going, open the door and let me out.
Yeah. Well, this is a wonderful day to be able to all think about what we want to release and move forward.
Meow, meow. Oh, we don't do that. We don't spring forward here. I love it.
Yeah, in Arizona, we don't have that. So we're just on mountain
Yeah.
time, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, she put except Tris and Vera.
Yeah, oh. She's like, I already know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, Soul Tribe, we would love to hear from you what you would like for us to talk about. If you're interested in past life birthmarks, if you're interested in conversations about the other side or celebrities or their past lives and that kind of thing. Celebrities are great because they're a great example.
Right.
And because most of us know who they are. And
Oh, really?
we know a
Hawaii
little bit
too?
About them.
Oh, cool.
Oh, very
They
nice.
stay the same.
So yeah, please let us know in the comments below our videos. We'll find them and definitely, add them to our list. 'Cause we'd love to
Yes.
hear your thoughts. Oh yeah, we are interested in doing TikTok.
Yeah, why haven't we done that?
We're starting to.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're starting to.
Yeah. Thank you for coming all the way over here to YouTube.
Yeah, really.
We appreciate that. That's nice.
I heard that
Yeah.
some senators, I don't know which side, but they're trying to ban people from going on TikTok.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's so weird. All
See,
right.
that Allie just said it. See? I don't know who's wanting to do it, but somebody in the Senate. Yeah.
Wow. Well, celebrities.
Oh,
Seriously, saying
they're always
celebrities
doing
are
well when they
fun.
go home, honey. They always do well. They just wish the best for us because we're the ones that are left with the grief.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Happy for her. Sorry for you.
Yeah. yeah. That's one of the things Angus had told us is that.
Oh, we need 800 followers. We don't have that on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, that's one of the things that Angus had told us from the other side is that over there it's a celebration, and he said for you here not so much because obviously we're dealing with the our loss.
Yeah,
We miss them.
yeah.
We want to hug them and be with them.
Yeah.
But they're just a thought away. I know it's hard, especially right now, but Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here too, because we learn from you as well.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are most likely going to be releasing a meditation video this week. So
Yes, we
please
are.
check back
And
on
it's
our
about
channel.
quicksand.
Yeah. So that'll be a good one for
Yeah.
us. All right.
Yay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, we love you all, and we hope you have a very blessed
Yes,
and
yes,
happy
yes.
week ahead. And Vera?
Journey with us.